A new year means time for a new start, especially when it comes to making the most out of our environment and creating more of a sustainable lifestyle. That is why we are happy to welcome back recycling expert Marissa Segundo. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
It really is about kind of creating, from what I understand and learning, this lifestyle of just kind of retraining how we think about things. Would you agree?
I agree. And you know, we're all talking about resolutions this year, and it starts with little things, and it starts by creating habits, new habits. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It feels like this week is when our resolutions really start. And so set yourself up for success by choosing things that are small that can make a big difference.
And I think, you know, we were talking about we have little ones, and I think it's about being that good role model too. And if we can help the little ones start with some of these things.
Exactly. And they're watching you. They see the things that you do. And so they learn these things in school, the reduce, reuse, and recycle. So not only do they learn it in school, should they learn it at home through your activities.
All right. So what should we be doing? So you are a big fan of the 3 R's.
Huge.
It's worked. It's worked.
I like to add extra R's onto those, and we'll talk about those. But first one, reduce. So a lot of bottles we use over and over again. If you're buying them store-bought, you're using a lot of waste. So get a reusable bottle, whether it's plastic or stainless steel. Also for your mugs for coffee, reuse that over and over. Make that easy and show that example. The other thing is when you go shopping. A lot of people think of the big shopping events. What about the small shopping events? If you're just going for 1 or 2 items, throw this in your purse, grab 1 or 2 things, don't take the plastic bag, and that way you're reducing the amount of plastic bags that you have.
I feel like I'm seeing more people do this. Do you kind of feel like we're at least on the trend of people?
I feel like we are, but then when you look in your house, sometimes you've got that collection and maybe use them for dog poop bags or whatever.
We're using them sometimes.
That's a good reuse.
Yes. Okay.
But thinking about how we can reuse as much as possible. And then also reduce. So we're reducing the amount of new things that we're collecting. And then finally, obviously, recycling. So looking for recycling containers where possible, and also making sure that trash ends up in the appropriate receptacle. So we live in one of the most beautiful places in the world in Florida, and we want to protect our bay, we want to protect our beaches. And so we can do that by mitigating a lot of this litter that happens, sometimes intentionally and sometimes thoughtlessly. So this is a fun thing I like that comes from the Florida Department of Transportation has this great program called Drive It Home. So you're creating this trash in your car, but are you disposing of it appropriately? So take it using this reusable litter bag. So it's not a plastic bag, it's a reusable bag, hangs in your car. You can put that trash in this reusable bag, and then when you find the appropriate receptacle, whether it's recyclables or trash, you can throw it in there.
We were talking about when the car door opens, a lot of times that litter can fly out and you're not meaning to, but that's a great way to kind of do that. Talk about the community too, and again, you touched on what a beautiful area we live in. We want to make it as beautiful as long as we can, right?
Absolutely. And so as we're looking at new beginnings and picking a New Year's resolution, resolving to volunteer is a great way to do that. And Keep Pinellas Beautiful has great opportunities to really get involved in beach cleanups, in community cleanups.
I was going to ask, what are some things that you can volunteer for?
You can adopt a street, you can adopt a part of the Pinellas Trail, even parts of the Intercoastal you can adopt and become a volunteer. You're meeting new people, you're making a difference, and that's the thing I like the most about litter cleanup is that it's something that you can do to make a visible difference in your immediate space and then for our overall environment.
And then again, I think when it comes to the family and having the little ones be involved as well, you can't start too early.
They love it. They love it.
All right. Well, where would you send us for more? I know you wanted to send us to a website that can help with all this too.
Go to mykpb.com and find out all information about volunteering, about donating, and really making a difference in your community.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for being here this morning. Happy New Year, and we look forward to seeing more of you this year. Okay?
Thank you.